Welcome to my algebra class. We're on chapter 6, section 7. We're going to be dividing polynomials using long division rather than factoring. When we do this, we need to make sure that our polynomial, both top and bottom, are in decreasing order. And we divide using long division just as we did with whole numbers, and we put in zeros for any missing terms. So the first example, we're going to take 5x minus 2 into the polynomial on the top, the numerator. We want to get it in decreasing order, so it's 15x squared. We check to see if there's an x term, because we've got to get all the terms in decreasing order. All the powers of x need to be there or held by a 0. So there is a 34x, and then x to the 0 power is 1, which is the negative 16. Then we divide. We take the first term and divide it into first term in the polynomial. So we ask ourselves, what do we need to multiply 5x by to get 15x squared? And that would be a 3x. And we put it over the like term. Then we multiply, just like in long division. We take 3x times the quantity 5x minus 2. 3x times 5x is 15x squared. 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x. Just as in long division, after we multiply, we subtract. So we're going to subtract this polynomial from this one, so we change the signs. And that goes out. And then 34x plus 6x is 40x. It hasn't worked out yet, so we bring down the next term. And we divide again. 5x, what do we need to multiply 5x by to get 40x? That would be a positive 8. And that goes above the constant, the term without the x. So we times 8 times the quantity 5x minus 2. 8 times 5x is 40x. And 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. And then we subtract, change all the signs, and we end up with 0. So this worked out to be 3x plus 8 with no remainder. We actually factored the trinomial 15x squared plus 34x minus 16 without doing product sum, split the middle. The second fraction is another division problem, and the divisor is a minus 3. And we're dividing it into the polynomial 2a cubed plus 5. So 2a cubed we write down. We don't have the a squared term, so we hold it. And we don't have an a term to the first power, so we hold that. And then we do have the constant plus 5. So any terms that you're missing, you have to hold with a 0. So what do we need to multiply a by to get 2a cubed? We need to multiply by 2a squared, and it goes above the like term. Multiply 2a squared times this binomial. We get 2a cubed minus 6a squared. Now subtract, change the signs. This should be cubed. Those go out, and we get 6a squared. Bring down the next term, which is a 0a. What do we multiply a by to get 6a squared? That would be a positive 6a. Multiply. 6a times a is 6a squared minus 6a times 3 minus 18a. Subtract, change your signs. Those go out, so we have 18a. Bring down the next term, plus 5. What do we need to multiply the a by to get 18a? That'd be a positive 18. So that gives us 18a minus 54. Subtract, change the signs. This time we get a remainder of 59. And when we have that happen, we just put plus the number that's the remainder over the divisor a minus 3. So if it doesn't work out evenly, that's how we write it. That concludes the explanation. You need to have your book open to 276, and we're doing written exercises 1 to 22. So problem number 2. The divisor is x minus 4, and the numerator, which is going to be our dividend, is x squared minus x minus 12. All the terms are there, 2, 1, 0. So x goes into x squared, or we need to multiply by an x. Multiply x minus 4 by x. We get x squared minus 4x. Subtract, change your signs. So we get 3x, negative x plus 4x, 3x, bring down the next term. To get x to be 3x, we need to multiply by a positive 3. So take 3 times x, we get 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Subtract, and we get a remainder of 0. So our answer is x plus 3. Problem number 4. Our divisor is n plus 2. Our dividend is n squared minus 11n minus 26. All the terms are there in decreasing order. So to get n squared, we need to multiply by an n. We put that here above the like term. Multiply that binomial by n. We get n squared plus 2n. Subtract, change your signs. So we get negative 13n. Bring down the next term, 26, negative 26. To get n to be negative 13n, we need to multiply by negative 13. Multiply negative 13 times n, we get negative 13n. Negative 13 times 2 is negative 26. Subtract, change your signs, and it worked out evenly. The answer is n minus 3. I think we're going to skip 2 lines here so we don't run into each other there. Number 6, our divisor is a minus 2. Our dividend, or the numerator, is a squared minus 3a plus 7. All the terms are there in decreasing order. To get a to be a squared, we need to multiply by a positive a. So we get a squared minus 2a, only times a times the a minus 2. Subtract, change your signs, those go out. Negative 3a plus 2a is a, bring down the plus 7. To get a to be a, we need to multiply by a positive 1. Multiply, we get a minus 2. Subtract, and we get a remainder of 9. Oops, I made a mistake here, so let's go back here and fix this. We get a negative a plus 7. So we need to multiply by a negative 1. And we get negative a plus 2. Subtract, change the signs, and we get 5. So our remainder is 5, and we put it over a minus 2. Problem number 8. Our divisor is z plus 4. And the numerator, or the dividend, is z squared minus 8z minus 12. All the terms are there in decreasing order. To get z to be z squared, we need to multiply by z, so we put it above the same term. Multiply, we get z squared plus 4z. Subtract, change your signs. We get negative 12z, bring down the negative 12. To get z to be negative 12z, we need to multiply by negative 12. Multiply negative 12 times the quantity z plus 4, we get negative 12z minus 48. We're going to subtract, so change your signs. Those go out, and we get 36 as our remainder. So it's going to be plus 36 over z plus 4. Problem number 10, we have s plus 4. And our dividend, if you look at the numerator, it says s plus s squared minus 8. It's not in decreasing order, so we need to set it up that way. So s squared should be first, plus the s, minus the 8. So to get s to be s squared, we need to multiply by s, put it above the s. Multiply that binomial, we get s squared plus 4s. Subtract, we get negative 3s, bring down the minus 8. To get s to be negative 3s, we need to multiply by a negative 3. Multiply the binomial, we get negative 3s minus 12. Subtract, change your signs, and we get 4. So our answer is s minus 3 plus 4 over the divisor, s plus 4. Problem number 12, we have y plus 9 as our divisor. The numerator, our dividend, is y squared minus 9. We're missing the y term, so we have to hold it with a 0y and then minus 9. To get y to be y squared, we need to multiply it by a y, so we put it above the 0y. Multiplying the binomial, we get y squared plus 9y. Subtract, change your signs. We get negative 9y minus 9. To get y to be negative 9y, we need to multiply by a negative 9. Multiply the binomial, we get negative 9y minus 81. Subtract, change your signs. Those go out, and 81 minus the 9 gives us a positive 72. So our answer is y minus 9 plus 72 over y plus 9. Problem 14, our divisor is 2a plus 1. And our dividend, 2a squared minus 5a minus 10. All terms are there in decreasing order. So to get 2a to be 2a squared, we need to multiply by an a. Multiply the binomial, we get 2a squared plus a. Subtract, change the signs, we get negative 6a minus 10. To get 2a to be negative 6a, we need to multiply by negative 3. Multiply the binomial, we get negative 6a minus 3. Subtract, change your signs, and we get negative 7 as our remainder. So we add negative 7 over 2a plus 1. The back of the book might have minus 7 over 2a plus 1. It's the same thing. Problem number 16. We have 3y minus 1 as our divisor. Our dividend is 9y squared plus 6, so we're going to have to hold the y term with a 0. So to get 3y to be 9y squared, we need to multiply by a 3y. Put that over the 0y. Multiply the binomial, we get 9y squared minus 3y. Subtract, change your signs. That gives us 3y, bring down the plus 6. Get 3y to be 3y, we need to multiply by a positive 1. Multiply, we get 3y minus 1. Subtract, change your signs, and that gives us a remainder of 7. So it's plus 7 over 3y minus 1. Problem number 18, we have a minus 1 as our divisor, and our numerator is a cubed plus 2a squared plus 3a plus 4. All the terms are there in decreasing order. To get a to be a cubed, we need to multiply by a squared. So multiply the binomial, we get a cubed minus a squared. Subtract, change your signs. Now we have 3a squared, bring down the plus 3a. To get a to be 3a squared, we need to multiply by a 3a. Multiply the binomial, we get 3a squared minus 3a. Subtract, change your signs. Now we have 6a, adding those terms, bring down the plus 4. To get a to be 6a, we need to multiply by a positive 6. Multiply the binomial, we get 6a minus 6. Subtract, change your signs, and we have a remainder of 10. So put 10 over a minus 1, and here is our answer. Number 20. Our divisor is n minus 1, and our dividend is n cubed minus 1. So we have to hold the n squared term and the n term, and then we end with minus 1. To get n to be n cubed, we need to multiply by n squared, put it above the n squared term. Multiply the binomial, we get n cubed minus n squared. Subtract, change your signs. So 0n squared plus 1n squared is an n squared. Bring down the 0n. To get n to be n squared, we need to multiply by an n. Multiply the binomial, we get n squared minus n. Subtract, change your signs. And now we have n. Bring down the minus 1. To get n to be n, we need to multiply by a positive 1. So multiply the binomial, we get n minus 1. Subtract, change your signs, and the remainder is 0. And the last problem, number 22. Our divisor is 4n plus 1. Our dividend is 8n cubed minus 6n squared plus 10n plus 15. All the terms are there in decreasing order. To get 4n to be 8n cubed, we need to multiply by 2n squared. So that goes above the n squared term. Times the binomial by that, we get 8n cubed plus 2n squared. Subtract, change your signs. That's this negative 6 and a negative 2 make negative 8n squared. Bring down the 10n. To get 4n to be negative 8n squared, we need to multiply by a negative 2n. That goes above the n term. Multiply, we get negative 8n squared minus 2n. Subtract, change your signs. That comes out 12n, bring down the plus 15. To get 4n to be 12n, we need to multiply by a positive 3. Multiply, we get 12n plus 3. Subtract, change your signs, and that 15 minus 3 gives us a remainder of 12. So that's plus 12 over the denominator 4n plus 1. And that concludes the evens. Be sure and check your answers on the odds as you do the problems.